Do you know that you don't actually need to pay someone for those tech courses like cybersecurity, ethical hacking, data analytics, web development? All you need is just a coach that will guide you through the pathway on your journey to become a tech pro. My name is Mr. Caleb. I am a full stack web developer, a cybersecurity analyst, and I will be guiding you through this journey. The only thing you need to do is just like my Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube page, and then follow me on TikTok. Let's get started. The first thing I will introduce to you is the front-end web development. What is front end? The interface of the website that the user interacts with. If you go to a website or visit any website, the interface, the buttons, the text, the colors, the pictures you see on the website, that is the front end. While the back end is something you cannot interact. You don't know how it works at the back that gives you the result. That is the back end. So I will first of all introduce you to front end web development. And there are three things that build a front end web development. The first thing is the HTML, which is the text you see on the website. Those words, if you visit a website, those words, those texts you see on a website, these are HTML, and they are not organized. Once a website is being written, they are not organized. Everything is faceless, no colors, no fonts. Everything is just like that. And that is where CSS comes into. The CSS gives those text colors. It gives them font. It gives it the appearance. Any beauty you see on the website is the job of the CSS. Then this JavaScript. The JavaScript based on the interaction. It makes the website interactive. If you click this button, this will happen. If you click this button, this will happen. That is the job of JavaScript. And at the end of the day, we will be going to build something like this. We build something like this. This is one of my portfolio, my first portfolio website. And then we build something like this. It looks like an Amazon, but this is not a real Amazon. It's just a copy of an Amazon, something that looks like Amazon. So at the end of this course, we will be building something like this. With that everything, let's get started. The third thing I'll be introducing to you is the VS Code. VS Code is our code editor, our working environment. It's a place where we can be working. It is owned by Microsoft. It is widely used by a lot of developers in the whole world. It is safe for use. So let's get into work. The first thing we will do is okay, let's head on to our browser to go and download Visual Studio Code. I'm using Google Chrome. Feel free to use anything you want to use. So let's head on to our browser, and on our browser go to the address bar and then type Visual Studio Code, download, and press enter. The first link you see is a link from Microsoft. So click on the first link. Download based on your own specification. For me, I'm using a Windows laptop, so I will download for Windows 10 and 11. Click on Windows 10 and 11. Then you can see that the download has already started. Let's wait for the download to finish. This may take some minutes depending on your network. So let's wait for it. Open. Agree the terms and conditions. Click on next.
Next.
Click on next again.
Next.
Click on next. Click on next. Create a desktop icon. And then click on next. After the setup is finished, then click on install. And the installation process has already started. So let's wait for the installation to start. I'm going to pause this video and then come back when the installation has finished. Yes, your interface will look like this. Now let's go out of the Visual Studio Code to go and create a file. This is a file or a folder. I'm sorry. This is a folder where all our files will be saved in. So right click, on an empty space, go to new. Once you hover on new, click on folder. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but for me I want to call it HTML CSS. Hit enter. Let me move it to this place. So go to your Visual Studio Code, click on file, go to open folder, and for me my folder is in the desktop. For you it may be different. So go to the folder we just created, and this is the folder HTML CSS. Click on it, and then select folder. This is just a warning from Microsoft telling you that some files you may be uploading here, they are not responsible for it. Of course, they are the one that produce or built this code editor, but they will not be responsible for any external code or link you may bring it here. So click yes, I trust the author. Now we are inside our folder. Look at our folder here, HTML, CSS. So click on this first icon, new file, to start another file, a new file. So I am going to click to call this file index.html. Make sure it's written like this, index.html. This HTML is in small letters and there is a dot here. Make sure you put this dot, don't put a space. Type it exactly the way I type it here. Don't give a space, otherwise it will not work. This is telling the code editor that all the files that are inside, or all the code that is inside this folder or this file belongs to HTML. They are HTML code, not CSS, not JavaScript, so that it will understand how to put them and how to work on them very well. So first of all, once you click it, you click Ctrl S, that is Ctrl Save, or you rather go to our file here, click on it, come to Save and press Save. So you have two options here. It's either you click a keyboard shortcut Ctrl S, or you go to Save. Now we are inside our Visual Studio Code. So the first thing we will have to do is type any word that we want to be on our website. But before then, let's go to this section, this expand section. Click on it. Go to this search section and search live server. Look at it here. Click on this live server. For me, I already downloaded live server, so it is showing disabled. It's on my system already. But for you, once you click it, it will show install. Then you will click on the install. For me, I already downloaded it. That is why it is here. So click on install, so it will install automatically. After that, we are now going back to this section, and then we click back on our code or on our file. From here, let's say hello world. I click Ctrl S, press Ctrl S, or rather you go to file, click on save, Then from here you can right click on an empty space, go down, and then that extension we downloaded, Lifesaver, you can click on it, open with Lifesaver. Lifesaver helps us to open quickly instead of opening it manually. Lifesaver, any changes we do in the VS Code will automatically reflect on our website. So this is our own website. Boom, this is our own website. It is still loading. Let's wait for it to load. Now, what we wrote in our Visual Studio Code has already reflected here. So this is our website. Congratulations for creating your own first website. So if you go to the Visual Studio Code and change this word to Word, and then Ctrl S, and then we go back